I've always loved Steven Pressfield. He's just a very great, no-nonsense writer. One of the things that makes him stand out to me is I think a lot of authors today, they try to showcase a lot of their wins and talk about the great things they've done and the companies they've helped, and that's all well and good. But to me, it's very hard to be relatable and even trustworthy if you don't share your flaws. Any of you that have followed me from the beginning know that, I shared this story about how I nearly lost my life. And some aspects of that story at certain periods of my life were relatively embarrassing to tell. They were deeply personal. And that was a big part of my first book, Conscious Coaching. And what I learned is that ended up being one of the core things that help make that book relatively popular and relatively successful, because people value hearing about the stories behind, what most people just put up as a facade. And Steven Pressfield doesn't really have that. He talks about how, some of his actions unintentionally blew up his first marriage. He blew up his first novel. He didn't really know how to handle success. As a matter of fact, he did damn near everything he could to escape writing his first real book. And I just found it to be such a nice, honest, great, detailed book, and his writing is very matter-of-fact, straightforward, doesn't try to be needlessly ornate. So if you had to start with one book out of any that I'd give you, I would highly recommend that. I love that book a lot.